Okay, so this is a little bit more advanced Photoshop. It's for animation. I'm going to show you how to animate and create an export for as a GIF for the web. So let's check this out. We'll hit New. We're going to use Web again. 1366. Let's make it 800, and then we'll keep the resolution at 72. We'll call this an animation test and hit OK. And you'll see that I have a timeline open up down here. Basically, what'll happen for you is that it'll just open up like this, correct? Now, when you're ready to actually animate, you can come up to Window, select Timeline, and it opens up this new window. What I've done is I've already have a series of JPEGs that I want to put in a sequence. So basically, these are a number of watercolors that a friend of mine did. And I'm just going to take all of them and I'm going to highlight them and drag them in right there onto the canvas in Photoshop. It's going to open up as a smart object. You got to double click it and you'll see down here it just showed up. Each one will come in, you got to double click it again, another one showed up. Double click, keep going through, and that's it. All of them have come through now. Here they are. So basically what you can do at that point is you go down here and you say create video timeline. You've got your timeline here and you've got your layers here. They're all in an artboard. That's what shows up here when you say create timeline. What you'll notice over here is you have this little drop down button, and there are all your layers. All these layers here appear over here. From here, then you can start moving these things around. So say you want to have a sequence of these, one right after the other. Okay, you could do it like this. It's a bit awkward compared to the way it would be if you were animating in After Effects or Final Cut or Premiere, but it's still a great tool to be able to have at your disposal if you want to work fast and do something just really quick. So here what I've done is I created a bunch of these, and I'm going to zoom in slightly, see what we're working with. And I can take this just to save time. I can move them all up here. I don't have to. I could just hit play, and it shows them one right after the other, even when it goes from one track to the next, to the next, to the next. But just for the purposes of saving space, I'm going to move them all up to one track. So basically, what we have here, we hit play, is a sequence, an animated sequence of still photos. And the first run through it goes slow. And then once it creates the preview, it'll play at the real speed, which is what you're seeing right now. So if you want to do something else with this, you can actually add another layer. So let's try this. Let's go over to here. We'll add new layer. Okay. And I'm going to take it outside of the video group, and I'm going to place it above this video group. You can tell that it's not part of the video group because it's not, obviously it's above the name video group, but it's also moved over. So this is like a grouping, and that layer is separate. It shows up down here. See this? I'm going to drag it back. Okay. Let's see how much we have here. I'm going to drag this over to here. And then with this highlighted, you'll notice that it's highlighted over here. If I highlight any one of these clips, you'll notice over here they get highlighted as well. But with this top one, blank layer highlighted, I'm going to do some drawing. Let's go with that color. And with the pencil tool, just do a little bit of drawing or something on top. And you'll see that it's basically creating this shape on top. But say I want to animate that. I can come over to this layer, again drop down. I can create keyframes by hitting this position. When you click on this position, little clock down here, it adds a little yellow diamond. That diamond is a keyframe. You're basically telling the program that at this point in time, you want this layer to be in this position. But say now there's 10 frames, say like 20 frames later, you want it to move. You come over here, you click this. You notice that another keyframe just opened up here. And you can take this layer and move it. Now let me show you what happened. From this keyframe to that keyframe, you just created an animated movement for that layer, for layer 1, the pink lines. You can continue to do this. I'm going to add another keyframe, and then I'm going to move it down here. So what happens is it goes like this, like that, and then over here, let me add another one. And then another one. And the last one. Okay. So let's say what that looks like. Let's see what that looks like. And it comes back, moved really quickly. Okay. You have the ability to use keyframes in Photoshop, and you can change the length of particular clips underneath. You can extend them. You can shorten them. The last thing you can do is you can actually add audio. I'm going to add audio from this clip here, and it comes in at the bottom. I only want the first 19 frames of this very long audio track. So I'm going to take the end of it, I'm going to drag it back. And I'm going to use this playhead here, which is at 19 frames, as a reference. Okay, I want it to go right there.
Wake up!
You can hear it, right?
Wake up! Wake up!
Now let's say that
Wake!
I want to copy this. I can copy this here by doing this. Duplicate audio clip. You can actually duplicate it a number of times. Come back and play it.
Wake up! Wake up! Wake up!
And one last thing, you can actually add text on top of this. You click there, you add your text layer, you get that here, and you start to type. Say like, wake up. And just like anything else, the text tool works like it would in any other way. So let's make that black. Let's transform to rotate. In fact, let's make it bigger, scale. So if you're familiar with all of those tools, you can add that and change, affect the layer, size, shape, rotation, and so forth. Let's make this. Actually, I'm going to time it with the audio so that the wake up shows up and disappears as the audio says wake up. And I take this, I'm going to come over to here and duplicate layer. I'm going to move it up to this track just to save time, save space. And Again, once again, here you're treating it just like you would in Photoshop. Duplicate layer, hit OK. You can move it over to here, and I'm going to duplicate it one more time. And there you have it. In fact, actually before that, I'm going to take this and I'm going to move it. And I'm going to take this one over here and I'm going to move it. And I'm going to rotate it this way. And this one is going to be slightly bigger in the center, like that. Come back to the beginning.
Wake up! 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 Wake!
Okay, so you get the point. Now, when you're done with this, you want to export it as a GIF. For example, for the web, you go export, save for web, let it do its thing. It's going to take a little while. Okay, so one thing to remember is as a GIF, it's not going to have audio in it right now, so it's just going to be the visual, the animation part. I'm going to keep it at colors at 128 so that we have an image that's not so heavy, not so big. Actually, I might bring it down to 64. Let's bring this down to, say, I don't know, let's bring this to 600. And automatically, because this is checked here, it'll resize the height to 351. You want it to loop forever. And when you get that, you hit save. It may take a few minutes. I'm going to call this Wake Up Animation 2. Here it is. It might take a second to load because it's a pretty heavy one. And there you have it. So feel free to use animated GIFs for your memes if you want. They don't all have to be stills. They can be whatever is best suited for the topic that you've chosen. Okay? Good luck.